Welcome to the feast. I unleash. I'm a motherfucking beast.
Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Marissa if you're new to my channel, and I am 8 weeks out from my first bikini competition, and I wanted to take you guys through the supplements that I am taking for fat loss. Just to preface this video, I just wanted to say that supplements are a supplement to the work that you are already doing. So if you're not already giving 110% on your nutrition and your training, then most of these products are not going to do anything for you. The obvious exception is like a multivitamin, which you need. So getting into everything, I have a couple categories that I'm going to go through. So first category is going to be everything that I think anyone and everyone should take year round, no matter if they're cutting, bulking, maintaining, whatever they're doing, what is necessary. And then I'm going to go through my fat loss supplements that are specific to cutting and to my prep. And then I will go through workout supplements, so things to help your performance and help you recover from your workout. So first thing I'm going to go through are the essentials. So the number one thing that everyone should take, no matter what you're doing, especially if you track your macros and you fit some junk into your diet, daily multivitamin. So this has a lot of stuff in it, but essentially it is a complete source of your daily micronutrients. And you do not necessarily need this if you're getting all of your vitamins and minerals from food, all of them. So there's a caveat, like most people aren't getting every single one. So this is like to cover all your bases. And for me, being in a caloric deficit, I won't be getting 100% of my nutrient needs. So this is very crucial. Second thing that everyone should take, no matter what, should be fish oil. Fish oil is important for your joint health and for your hormones, and provides you with your omega-3, EPA, and DHA fatty acids, which are usually skimped out on because they mostly come from fish and like flaxseed and just things that people don't eat very often. So if you don't eat fish like every single day, then take your fish oil. And those are the two things that I think everyone should take, no matter what. And then here are some other like daily multivitamin type things that I take just on the daily. So I said daily like 6 times. Good job, Marissa. I take iron because up until recently I haven't been eating much red meat. I mainly stick to chicken and turkey because it's cheaper to buy. So I take an iron supplement. This is all it is. 361% of my daily value. I actually take this every other day because it's 361%, and some days I will eat red meat. So especially if you're working out a lot, having your iron levels be up to par is really important for not getting lightheaded and dizzy and like fainting and everything like that. So when you're training hard, women especially, because of the menstrual cycle, you lose iron. So that, and then I will take zinc like once every like 3 or 4 days. This is just 50 milligrams. We kind of just have it lying around, but I actually look on the MyFitnessPal app, and on days where I see that the zinc levels are lower, I will actually take it on those days. And so this is just when I know I'm not getting those nutrients. But you can find zinc in a lot of vegetables. So I don't always take this, I just take it when I need it. Next thing that I take every single day, especially because I'm on prep, is a probiotic. This is Nature's Bounty. The more organisms in your probiotic, the better. Essentially, it just helps you digest things and helps keep things moving. So when you're in prep, that can be an issue because you're not getting enough fiber from your diet if you're very low carb, like me. So I take that every single day. And then the only other thing that I would recommend for anyone on prep is melatonin. So if you have trouble sleeping on prep, because like you're hungry or something. This is just a muscle relaxer, helps you sleep at night. Melatonin is a naturally produced chemical, but sometimes supplementing it can help you sleep a little bit better. I don't take this very often, only if I'm like very antsy and it's already late at night and I know I need to get to sleep. I'll take it maybe once a week, probably less right now. So how I manage all of these vitamins is I actually have one of these. They're like $2 a giant, and so like I said, I take iron like every other day. So before the week starts, I will just put the iron in like every other one, and then the fish oil and the multivitamin in every single one. And that way, when the day comes, I just flip it open, dump it out, and I don't have to think about it. I don't have to think, oh, like, did I take iron yesterday? Like, that's a hassle. So I recommend one of these. And now, moving on to fat loss supplements. So these are specific to cutting. Now, let me just say that if you are in a caloric surplus and you're like lean bulking, taking a fat loss supplement is not going to like make you gain less fat. If you're eating in a caloric surplus, these are not going to do anything for you. If you're eating at maintenance, these are not going to keep you leaner. Fat loss supplements are meant to assist with what's already happening in your body when you're in a deficit, when you're burning fat as fuel, etc. So, with that being said, what I take for fat loss, I take a thermogenic. In the morning, I take Super HD, really basically just green tea extract and caffeine. So Super HD, a thermogenic basically just helps you sweat more, helps you burn more fat. You take it on an empty stomach in the morning and is the most effective then. I take one a day right now, and it actually helps wake me up a lot for my fasted cardio in the morning. So I like taking this, and then with that in the morning on an empty stomach, I take CLK or Finaflex's ALC-CLA because this one is 20 times cheaper, but I'm almost out of CLK. They're the exact same thing. Conjugated linoleic acid, which is what CLA stands for. Essentially what CLA does is it helps to assist with bringing fatty acids out into the bloodstream to be used as fuel instead of glucose as your fuel source. So this is already happening at some level when you are in a caloric deficit and you're burning fat, but this helps to magnify that. And just keep in mind, put that in perspective, because it's like the final 1% of the results you're gonna see if you are giving 110% on diet and nutrition. So fat loss supplements are a waste of money unless you are really putting everything you have into it. Those are the only two things that I take that are specific to fat loss. So lastly, what I'm gonna go through are the supplements that I take for my workout performance and recovery. So let's start with performance first. The two things that I will take pre-workout. The first one is ESP. This is a pre-workout supplement. It is a lot of caffeine and a lot of vitamin B12. ESP has a scoop with two sides. One has a full size scoop, and then the other side is a third of that size. I take a third. A third of a scoop is still a lot of caffeine. One big scoop is 500 milligrams of caffeine. I will usually just take like a third of a scoop or a sixth of a scoop even, and just get a little bit of caffeine in my system if I didn't have coffee that day or something. Only if I really need it. I'm trying to be less dependent on it, so right now I probably only take it like 4 times a week, but I'm getting better. And the only other thing that I will take pre-workout is High Volume by PE Science. I know. I have Paradise Cooler. Essentially what High Volume is, or any pump product is a lot of arginine. And arginine essentially is a vasodilator, which just means that it dilates your blood vessels, makes them bigger, gets blood flowing to the certain area that you're training, thus giving you the pump. So when you feel like your muscles are just filled with blood, then that's what a pump is. So this helps to assist with that, and it gets you a little bit more focused in your workout, and I think it helps me mentally with my performance. I really like it. One other thing I take pre-workout is creatine. So creatine monohydrate, these are little capsules. I take 4 a day. The effective dosage is 3 to 5 grams a day, so I take 5 grams, so 4 of these, because 2 capsules is 2.5 grams. That's how they get you on marketing. I have had no experience with creatine bloating me. I have had no experience with creatine making me gain weight. The reason why creatine has this stigma is because people will take creatine most of the time for a bulking season. However, I take creatine year-round. It does not inhibit my fat loss. It does not make me hold water weight. The only reason it would make you hold water weight is if you were not drinking enough water to begin with. If I don't drink enough water, I feel the effects of that. But if I drink the normal amount of water I should per day, it's not a problem. So I actually take this in the morning, like with all of these, with my breakfast, because it's just a lot of pills to swallow, and I like to take it with food. And you can take creatine pre-workout, post-workout. You can get a powder form, you can drink it during. It doesn't matter. I recommend doing it the same time every day, because when you work out, you deplete your creatine levels in your muscles. Let's say you take creatine before your workout one day, lift, all your creatine levels are gone, right? And then the next day you decide to take it post-workout, then you are depleting your already low creatine levels even lower. So this is a supplement that I think anyone can take, women, men, gaining, cutting, maintaining, whatever. It helps with gym endurance and performance and strength. And I definitely noticed a difference. I haven't stopped taking it since I started, and it just definitely helps me with my performance and strength in the gym. And the reason for that is because creatine monohydrate, or creatine phosphate is part of your ATP production system in your muscles. ATP is your energy, so the more ATP you produce, the more output you have, so you can lift more weight or do more reps. And so when you have that creatine storage, then you are able to push that extra amount. You're able to replenish your ATP levels faster and more efficiently, thus maybe getting a couple more reps out per set, things like that. And lastly, recovery. You guys have seen this in another video, but these are my favorite BCAAs. I would love to be sponsored by Carbon by Lane Norton, but Carbon by Lane Norton, blueberry pomegranate flavor. This stuff is so good. It just tastes amazing, and it blends smooth. It's never chunky, it's never grainy. And BCAAs are just your branched chain amino acids, so they're the building blocks of protein. The purpose of taking them is to either retain muscle mass, help to facilitate muscle building, and assist with muscle protein synthesis, which is the retention and building of muscle. So if you are in a severe caloric deficit like me, I drink these to retain my muscle mass with the extreme amounts of cardio I'm doing and how much exercise I am doing for how little recovery that my muscles are able to do. This helps me not lose my muscle mass when I am doing that. So if you're in a cut, I recommend BCAAs. They also just help to curb my appetite a little bit because they're sweet. And yeah, if you are cutting, I recommend them definitely. If you are gaining, they're not completely necessary because you're probably getting all of your essential branched chain amino acids from your diet, from meats and plant sources, if you're eating a variety of whole foods. But I still recommend them. You can't go wrong with them, and they don't add calories to anything, and they're just good to have. I definitely recommend Carbon BCAAs over anything. And then lastly, I just do that with half a scoop of glutamine. A lot of BCAA supplements have glutamine already in them, but this one doesn't, so I just bought like a bulk glutamine powder from like Walmart or something. and it's just plain unflavored, and I add it to the BCAAs. You can't taste it. And essentially what glutamine does is assists with muscle recovery, and so when you're taking BCAAs and glutamine post-workout, it helps to reduce your soreness by enhancing your muscle protein synthesis, like I already said, and glutamine just helps assist with that as well. And especially when you're training so much and doing so much cardio and your output is so much higher than your input with food in prep, these two together, I have them like once or twice a day. I make sure to have the same amount every day because this is 2 carbs and I don't track it in my macros. But if I am having it twice a day, then I will do half a scoop, both times. And if I'm just having it once, then I will have a full scoop all together. So I talk really fast. My throat is dry. I hope this is good footage. And lastly, one of the other things that I have started to take, and I don't really know about the other products, but I just wanted to give a quick shout out to VMI Sports. I will put their Instagram on the screen and their link down below because they were nice enough to send me some of their products to try, and I haven't tried most of them yet, but I have tried their pump activating vasodilator. So this essentially does the exact same thing as high volume, and I have tried this. They gave me all 3 flavors, this one in the full tub and like a bunch of sample packs of the other 2. And I personally am not a fan of this flavor, the Hawaiian Pump, but the Tiger's Blood is really good and it does give a really good pump. I will say that it is effective, but the taste I would say is about a 7 out of 10. So it's really where your priorities are at. Like if you just want to scoop this one dry, then I think that it would be a good investment. But they also gave me their pre-workout called Crush It. I have yet to try this. I'm excited to though. And then their creatine V3. So this has an anti-bloat formula, and it says features triple stage creatine algorithm, promotes skin tearing muscle fullness, anti-bloat formula with sodium chloride. I have not tried this yet, but it is lemon lime flavored, and if I ever want to drink my creatine, now I can. So thank you VMI Sports. I will let you guys know how I like the products. Like I said, the pump activator is very effective, but it's not my favorite flavor in the entire world. And that's it. I just wanted to say quickly that I am not sponsored by any of these companies. I am not affiliated with any of these companies. Yeah, that'd be funny. Sponsored by Kirkland. Go shop at Costco, use my code for 10% off. No, I am not sponsored by anyone. And the reason for that being is because I do not want to promote a company that I don't fully stand behind and support. I would love to be sponsored by Lane Norton, but you know, that can't happen right now. Thank you guys for watching my video. I know I talk really fast and probably have to edit this like crazy because I just stutter, and yeah, so I hope this footage was good and I don't have to redo it. But if you liked the video and you found it helpful, then please give it a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe because exciting things are coming soon, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!